I'm giving you 5 minutes. So you literally have 5 minutes to read these questions. So there are only 4 questions here. So let me know when you want to scroll down. 4 questions here. 5 minutes. Two minutes remaining. I shall now read you the extract. The streams of the northern range, which make up its source, are beautiful and cool and crystal clear, flowing from the hills to the valley over rocks and pebbles. But once they get out of the valleys, they become dustbins for people who do not care anything about polluting or dirtying the clean waters. By the time these streams join the main stream on the plains of the Caroni, the river is muddy, slicky brown, sluggish, and filthy, and so lazy to move that it is a wonder it gets to the sea at all. It turns and twists as if it's to avoid all movement and backflow into a bend here, almost stagnant in a pool there. Sometimes it turns back and head for the hills, and sometimes it is still and lifeless like a long lake. But in the rainy season, when it cannot accommodate the swollen streams, it overflows its banks and destroys crops and livestock and makes some adjacent road impassable to cross. All right. So you now have 20 minutes to answer the questions in writing. I will tell you when 15 minutes are up. Then I will tell you when 20 minutes are up. Begin to write your answers to these questions. All right. Time up. Let's quickly go through these 4 questions. Number 1. State the main idea of the extract in one sentence of not more than 30 words.
Miss, I have the main idea of the extract was highlighted to be pollution.
All right.
Miss, I have the main idea of the extract is that the streams of Northern Range are being polluted and the end result of this is very damaging.
Very good. Very good. Number 2, list 4 details from the passage that assisted you in identifying the main idea.
One is the river is muddy.
The river was muddy. Very good. Specific. Line 6 or 5.
Something about lazy to move.
Lazy to move. What was that suggesting?
That it wasn't flowing.
Yeah, it was stagnant. All right. 2 more.
The destroying of the crops.
Destroying of the crops.
Miss, the move from like the crystal waters to the sluggish and muddy water.
All right. Awesome. But here's the thing. Go ahead before I comment.
Mr. Turn into a dustbin.
Turn into a dustbin. Good job. So I want to comment that there are some stronger evidence here in the passage that speaks to the pollution of the water. So don't just choose anything, right? Choose the stronger ones that are suggesting to the reader that the river here is polluted. So anybody have any more input?
It's the one that said lifeless like a lake.
All right. Good job.
It's the line that said the overflowing of the banks.
Overflowing of the banks. What about sluggish and filthy? Slick brown, right? I want you guys to select the stronger points. Number 3, identify 2 literary devices used by the author.
Miss, I heard simile.
You heard simile?
Personification and visual imagery.
and
and
visual
imaging.
Very good. And then part B says, give one example of each literary device that you identify in 3A above. So yeah,
Miss, I don't remember the full phrase, but there was something that said like a log or something to that effect.
mhm.
Like a lifeless log, something like yeah.
So what is that?
Simile, Miss.
And what it also said that the river was so lazy to move. So,
Personification.
Personification.
all right. I don't
River
want to,
is muddy to me. You know, you actually can visualize the muddy river.
yes, yes. I don't want to show you the paper. I want you to learn to listen. What you remember?
Miss,
Yes, go ahead.
Miss, for me, Miss, I had personification initially, Miss, but then I started to think about it being kind of natural because
Yeah.
it's a lake or a river, Miss, and so
Oh,
I changed my answer to the pathetic fallacy, Miss. So
mm-hmm.
would that be okay? Okay.
Anybody remember anything about dustbins? So it
Yes,
said that
miss.
the river
This
became,
means it said
go ahead. So
it
people
became
not
dustbins.
care about anything. So what is that? Is it a device?
Or a personification at
Miss, I think it could be a metaphor.
Okay. Comment on the effectiveness of each of the two devices you identified in 3A above.
It really it was very descriptive, so it painted a very clear picture of what you were supposed to be looking at or what you were supposed to be thinking about when um they're talking. So Miss, in the very first part of the extract when they were going and this and that and that and that and they were adding like a lot of descriptive words, you could like really clearly see what they were talking about.
Okay. Very good.
If I can try.
Of course.
Miss, I wrote that by using personification, the writer um is basically, I'm not sure if I chose the right word, but is basically informing the readers that the river is lazy to move, in which is like emphasizing that the river has humanable characteristics or something of that sort. I'm not
Good
sure.
try, good try, good try. So he's using personification to get the effect of the river, right? Not necessarily human attributes, but to create an effect in us to really cement that the river is stagnant. It's polluted, it's not moving unless when the rain fall. That's what the extra says, right? So use that personification to really cement that point.